Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful week and happy Wednesday to you. I'm Pastor Michael, pastor of the Piedmont Park Seventh-day Adventist Church, and just wanted to share with you a text today that spoke to me from the Gospel of Mark, and hopefully it'll speak to you too. It's from Mark chapter 30. Speaking about the disciples here, it says, "Then they departed from there and passed through Galilee, and Jesus did not want anyone to know it." It's interesting. In the Gospel of Mark, you find Jesus many times being quiet because he's trying to control what people are doing, and some of them are wanting to make him king and different things. So at times he had to keep things quiet. Why did he keep it quiet now? Verse 31, "For he taught his disciples and said to them, 'The Son of Man is being betrayed into the hands of men. They will kill him. After he is killed, he will rise the third day.' But they did not understand the saying, and they were afraid to ask him." So many times the disciples didn't understand what Jesus was getting at. But this seems pretty plain, right? He says, the Son of Man is going to be killed and resurrected. And how did they miss that? Well, we have the benefit of seeing things in hindsight. I suppose they could have missed it because sometimes Jesus did speak and teach in hyperbole. He told parables. Of course, in John, he talks about to be saved, we must eat his flesh and drink his blood, which, of course, is not literal. So maybe they thought, what's he talking about here? He certainly can't be literal. There's no way that Jesus is going to die. Why didn't they understand him? Well, maybe the next few verses can tell us why they didn't understand Jesus or his mission. Verse 33, "Then he came to Capernaum, and when he was in the house, he asked them, 'What was it you disputed among yourselves on the road?' But they kept silent, for on the road they had disputed among themselves who would be the greatest." They didn't understand Jesus' mission. They didn't even understand what he was teaching. Why? Because they were busy arguing over who was going to be the best, who was the top. So they couldn't see his mission. They couldn't understand his teaching. And we pick on the disciples and we say, oh man, they really messed up back then. But here we are 2,000 years later, and maybe as believers we're still in the same boat. Maybe we're still arguing over who's the best, who gets to do this in the church, who gets to do that, and who doesn't. And as we argue those things about who's the greatest among us, whether it's in the church or whether it's in society, whether it's in work, when we're arguing, clamoring for the top, it makes sense that we miss Jesus' mission. We miss his teaching. Because he came and said to the disciples, you know how the Gentiles, they lord it over each other, their authority. But it's not going to be that way with you. You're going to serve one another. Later on in this chapter, in Mark 9, he says, the greatest among you should be like a child. 2,000 years later, we still have a lot to learn from Jesus. We still have to discover his mission and his message and teaching. And to do that, we need to make sure we're not fighting with each other about who's going to be the greatest. So I just wanted to encourage you with that this middle of your week, and hope that you're having a good week. Hope the rest of your week goes well. Hope you're enjoying summertime, and I hope that you'll come this week to Piedmont Park. I'm very excited about this weekend because this weekend I have the privilege and honor of baptizing my daughter Johanna. She'll be baptized this week, and so I hope that you'll come and be a part of that here at Piedmont Park, or join us here online on Facebook and YouTube, and just pray that it will be a wonderful experience, not only for Johanna who's getting baptized, but for everyone who comes. God bless you. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon.